Hello and welcome inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in Ohsweken. It is Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. The Six Nations Chiefs looking to close things down on the Peterborough Lakers. Mark Perry alongside Darryl Smart. We'll get right into the game storylines in just a moment, but first we're going to send it right to Floorside with the Smoke Dancers. Excellent job by the Smoke Dancers once again. And Darryl, we come back here into the ILA for a Monday night as, again, the Six Nations Chiefs have a chance to make it back to a third consecutive Mann Cup. But these Peterborough Lakers, they showed in Game 4 that, well, they're going to make it a series, and they are not going to go away quietly.
No, you're 100% right on that, Mark. And coming into this MSL final, you knew this was going to be a heavyweight battle between two of the best teams in the world. And the Peterborough Lakers showed that on Saturday night. They were fantastic, especially Drew Hutchison, who is the starter tonight for Peterborough. Drew won the Lakers that game. I'm going to say that. He stole the game, especially in that third period where the Chiefs were looking to tie it, but couldn't. They had 24 shots on net, and Drew turned them all aside. And he was fantastic, and so were the rest of his teammates. And to extend this series, Mark, the Peterborough Lakers have to do exactly what they did on Saturday night. They have to push the pace. They have to look at the Six Nations Chiefs and say, we're not afraid of you. Yeah, simple as that.
Let's take a look at the starting goaltenders. Yep. You already alluded to one, Drew Hutchison. On the other side, it was Doug Jamieson in for Game 4. Game 5, the Chiefs turned it back to Warren Hill. And by the way, if you want to sponsor the official starting goaltending, give us a ring. Give us a ring.
Would love that.
It's all about monetization, my friend.
That's for sure.
As the Chiefs will start on defense here, as here's Ben Trumbull with the shot. That one's blocked by Tyson Bell. Loose ball grabbed up there by Jake Withers. And no changes from Game 4 for Six Nations as Withers steps in the crease. Meantime, Peterborough inserting Jordan Sturos back into the lineup after missing game number 4. And coming out of the lineup is Mitch Ogilvie. Dane Smith holding on to it. Dane looking, he's leading the MSL playoffs in points as he puts that one high and wide. Grab there by Byrne. Back here for Ryan Smith. He had a hattie in Game 4, and that one's blocked. Another interesting storyline in here as well is that the leading scorer for Peterborough, Holden Catoni, out for the second straight game. Some stout reporting by Anna Taylor in game number 4, noting that it was kind of trying to shake up the offense, if you will, by keeping Holden out of the lineup. It went well for them, and apparently so well, they're going to keep him out here for today's game, as that one's whipped wide.
Well, it's a lot like both teams. You know, both teams' coaching staffs have a lot of tough decisions to make. Both teams are very deep. So there are decisions that have to be made, and that's one of them, especially when it comes to the Peterborough Lakers.
Well, their season is on the line for a second straight game here. Here's Lyle Thompson. Lyle over for Cody Jamieson. Jamieson, backhand pass, overshot there by Jackson. He just missed on the far side.
And let's face it, this is a very resilient Peterborough Lakers team. They've shown that all season long and into the playoffs, especially in that semifinal against the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. So no stranger to adversity and battling through it, and it looks like they're doing that right now.
Well, one thing to note as well is in that game 4, they didn't score in the third period. They did just enough in the first 40 minutes and closed it down on defense to secure the victory and extend the series here to tonight. As the Chiefs will recover the ball here. Some good defense there by the home side. A good crowd here at the ILA, hoping for their home side to make it to another Mann Cup. There's a shot stopped by Hutchinson, as coming in on him was Josh Byrne. Dane Smith, backhand pass, over, shot, scores! Ryan Smith, 1-0, Six Nations.
Boy, oh boy, Mark. Dane Smith and Ryan Smith have been deadly all playoff long. And if we look at the replay here on this one, just a little high-low action. The Smith-to-Smith connection. And the Six Nations Chiefs have a 1-0 lead here in the early going of this first period.
14th of the playoffs, 53rd of the 2025 Major Series Lacrosse season for Ryan Smith, as the Chiefs are on the board early. Here's Gilray. Near side for Trumbull. Trumbull galloping. He loses some space, so he has to turn back. Still with it. Trumbull looking for an outlet. Can't find it initially. Takes the shot. It hits a body. Tyson Bell gets his hands up, but doesn't have a stick. Doesn't know where it is as the Chiefs move it up the floor.
Again, a great night for lacrosse, the President's Cup, going on all day long on JVI. Friend Gary Morrison and his crew.
Jackson, near side, inside shot by Lyle Thompson. He was looking for the high shoulder, but he couldn't get it over and into the nets.
And of course, on that thought, the Six Nations Rivermen winning their game today against the Miners from Alberta.
Yes, indeed. Resiteritz inside, trying to look for that far side around mid-level, but missed it by about 6 inches. Lyle Thompson takes a shot, stopped by Hutchinson, and he holds on. Well, they're going to need another big performance from him tonight. So far, he's holding up his end of the bargain. He's given up one, but he's already been called upon a couple of times to make a couple of key saves in tight. There's a shot kicked aside by Warren Hill. And up the floor go the Chiefs. Ian McKay. McKay shoots right into the breadbasket. Hutchinson holds on. Resiteritz near side, taking a look inside. Good two-man play, trying to find Thomas Hogarth, and Hogarth couldn't hold on to it cleanly.
That was a great attempt, and the Lakers did a really nice job of getting inside on that one. Just couldn't pull the trigger on that pass.
Here's Jackson. Jackson looking, finds Jamison. Now Ryan Smith, the goal scorer, passes it back. Cody Jamison, 7 on the shot clock. He gets knocked down, still controls it. Gets knocked down again, and the whistles are going to go. And Peterborough is going to get the ball here as they just absolutely swarm the Six Nations captain. Resiteritz getting away from the defense of Marinier. And now Hogarth with it. Near side for Resiteritz. Fresh off the bench, Saris got it over. Losing it there was Robinson. And good job by the defensive stick by Brad Cree to knock it loose. And now Josh Byrne. Byrne just runs over to the near side. Waiting for his mates to get set up, looking for a passing play. Inside, looking for the quick stick from Ryan Smith, but he couldn't pull the trigger as he gets into it a little bit there with Eric Schewel. Lakers moving the ball around. They're down by 1. Resiteritz. Far side. Inside shot. Unbelievable. Couldn't get the shot away, though, was Hogarth. That's a couple of times now. They're getting Hogarth loose in tight, but the Chiefs have really closed in on him whenever he goes right through the crease area.
Looks like that's going to be a little bit of bread and butter play for the Peterborough Lakers offensively, getting inside with Hogarth.
There's a shot stopped by Hutchinson on Dane Smith, and they'll move it ahead. Last time the Chiefs have lost back-to-back games, it was games 3 and 4 of the 2022 MSL final. That was, of course, the last championship for these Peterborough Lakers as part of their dynasty. Braden Saris forces it to the outside. Now Armstrong, a one-hand bouncer. Wasn't really a shot, and he just absolutely knocks over Tyson Bell, and he's going to get called for it. Didn't like Tyson Bell in his grill, and he knocked him over, and the official was there immediately. And there's going to be a power play upcoming here for the Six Nations Chiefs. They're going to call it tripping here on Armstrong.
That was just all behind the play stuff. And the refs are going to clamp down on that, of course. In game number 4, especially at the end of the game, there was a lot of rough stuff. And the officials wanting to clamp down on this, let these two teams go at it here in game number 5.
Well, fact of the matter is, power play, special teams in general, has been huge in this series. One too many 5-on-3 opportunities for the Lakers. They finally broke through in game 4, and that helped them to their big victory. Of course, 9-8 was the final on Saturday nights. Byrne for Smith, knocks it over. Still possessing it here are the Chiefs. Byrne looking for Dane. Dane shoots, kicked aside. And the Lakers will get the ball here. Loose ball. Captain Hope turns back around. Just slows the pace down to kill off some time. He'll go to the bench. Matt Gilray. Now Hogarth. Hogarth trying to charge toward the net. He's got 3 Chiefs on him, swallowing him up, and the shot clock is going to expire. A good job there by the Lakers to kill off 30 seconds.
That's what you want to do if you're the Lakers, especially on the road. You want to just silence this ILA crowd, and they did a great job of that.
Cody Jamieson. Now Lyle Thompson as well on the floor. Feed back for Cody. In for Lyle Thompson. Inside shot stopped by Hutchinson as they tried that play with Dawson Feed cutting through the middle.
Hutchinson really feeling it. He's been fantastic, and he's really picked off where he left off on Saturday.
Braden Saris. As they look to kill off more time. 17 seconds left on the power play. Chiefs will recover the ball. And they're going to move up the floor. About a dozen seconds to work with 5-on-4. Smith to Smith. The Smiths play pitch and catch. Overshot stopped by Hutchinson on Byrne. Now far side for Ryan Smith. For Dane. Dane looking for a lane, takes a shot, stopped by Hutchinson. He doesn't know where it is, but it's just in front of him. Resiteritz. Far side. That one misses Hogarth. He's going to get it back, though. Hogarth diving in, takes the shot, stopped by Hill. Back to 5 aside as here comes Ian McKay down the near side. McKay cuts to the middle for Dane. Back to McKay. Fresh off the bench is Ryan Smith. Ryan Smith in with a shot. That one missed. McKay with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to charge through his Feed. Feed with a shot. That one's blocked. And the shot clock's going to expire just before Ryan Smith can take that shot. And Peterborough is going to get the ball here. Again, a 1-0 game here in Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. Six Nations looking to punch their ticket to New Westminster.
Very cautious first period so far.
Really
cautious.
Feels like that. Saris got it over for Tate Katoni. Of course, Holden not in the lineup again tonight. There's a shot stopped and controlled here by the Chiefs. Here's Dane Smith. Smith cutting in for Josh Burns, scores!
Wow.
Short side, Josh Burns, 2-0 Chiefs.
What a laser beam, Mark. Oh, man. Let's look at the replay on that. Again, nothing really fancy, but he put some salsa on this shot. That's just a laser that went right by Hutchison. He just blew it by him on that one.
Byrne on the board here on a Monday night. 8:49 to go in this first period, and Byrne has his 9th of the postseason. As the battle is won here by Withers. So again, the Chiefs with a 2-0 advantage here in Game 5 now. There's a shot by McCulley, and Hill with the save. Chiefs recover. A lot of one-and-dones.
Yep.
As the Chiefs have really done a good job of just looking for that loose ball on the rebound after a Warren Hill save, and just very calm, cool, and collected and picking it up. Here's Dane Smith for Feed. Feed on the near side. There's a shot kicked aside by Hutchinson. Good active save there by Drew. Chiefs still with the ball here. Ryan Smith with a shot stopped and scooped up here by the Lakers. Ryan Smith, though, going in on the forecheck, but running up the floor here is Dylan Hutchinson. Resiteritz has a lane, takes the shot, stopped by Hill. Rebound scooped up yet again by the Chiefs. Another one and done. Here's Byrne. Byrne looking, shooting. Looks for the right shoulder, but he just missed. Now a 2-on-1 opportunity. Sturos in, shot, scores! Jordan Sturos on the 2-on-1, and the Lakers have one on the board. It's 2-1.
And the insertion of Jordan Sturos into this lineup, it just brings that little something. And looking at the replay here, that little something is speed and in great transition. And this is just a great carom, picking up the ball off the carom and going down the floor. And that's a well-placed shot by Jordan Sturos, and we're at 2-1, Mark.
So the Lakers with some life here in game number 5. As Sturos gets on the board with his first of the playoffs. That's what the Lakers need. They need that secondary scoring. They can't just go to their usual guys. They need some of their depth to come in for them, and Sturos did just that. Here's Resiteritz with a shot. That one's going to be stopped by Hill. Rebound, loose ball, and the Lakers trying to get the ball back. Aggressive defense there, and here comes a 2-on-1. Nungo with a shot. That one stopped. Rebound is going to be picked up. Bomberry. Just going to settle it down and leave it here for Byrne. Josh Byrne looking for a lane, has to turn back for Jamison. Got it over. There's a shot by Bomberry, and it's knocked way high into the air. It stays in play, and the official is going to blow the whistle. It looks like the mask is unlodged. Maybe a strap loose.
Yep.
For the Peterborough goaltender.
Good little breather there. Again, just want to welcome our friends at Your TV if they're watching. Not sure if they're on. I believe they are. So welcome to them as well. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
There's a shot. That one just missed. Shane Jackson will pick it up. It's put to the near side. Cody Jamison gets around Gilray. Jamison in. That one shot wide. Rebound. Another shot. And it's a loose ball right in front of the goal. Hutchinson settles it down. Little wild scramble there from the Chiefs, but they're unable to hit pay dirt. I think I saw the commissioner in the building here tonight.
Lynn's here. Lynn's here. Jeremy Bailey, the executive director of the OLA. He's got a camera in hand.
Backhand pass. And Warren Hill will hold on to it.
Going back to his roots.
Less than 5 minutes to go here in the first. Chiefs with a 2-1 advantage. Near side for Dawson Theed. Theed twisting and turning, gets around one, takes the shot. That one missed. Rebound picked up here by Withers.
Man, Dawson Theed.
Pace really closed in on Dawson Theed as he tried to cut right in front.
Pace did a great job of meeting him, but again, Dawson Theed just a bull in a china shop and getting the shot off.
Saris. Hogarth now takes the high shot, stopped by Hill. And you can see the closing in on the defense there from the Chiefs. As soon as Hill makes the save, there's about 2 or 3 Chiefs right in front of him, just boxing everybody out.
Yep.
It's simple, but it's effective.
That's just a plain approach to it, you know what I mean?
Here's Cody Jamison. Jammer, backhand pass, Dane got it over, shot, scores! Shane Jackson goes 5-hole, and it's 3-1 Chiefs.
Oh man, Shane Jackson on the doorstep as always. Well, look at the replay on this one, but again, Shane Jackson just peeling back onto the right side there. Nobody with him, and he's got all the time in the world. And he makes it 3-1 Chiefs here with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first period.
Jackson, goal number 14 on the playoffs. And goal number 33 on the 2025 campaign. Withers will move it back. So the Lakers have a little bit of catching up to do. With their season on the line. Far side, Katoni looking, waiting, gets absolutely mauled there by a couple of Chiefs players, and that'll be sent down the floor. McKay, fresh off the bench is Byrne as the 2 Buffalo Bandits exchange spots. Byrne back in here for Theed. Theed over, trying to muscle his way through his Bomberry. There's a shot, stopped, rebound, loose ball. And Hope and McKay converged there. They didn't like what McKay was doing there on Robert Hope, and Peterborough's going to move up the floor here with the ball. 2:50 to go in the first. Resiteritz got it over. That one missed, and it's going to go out of play. Chiefs will get the ball. An errant pass as they just try to get it to a wide open player and try to set something up.
One thing offensively Peterborough is doing, Joe Resiteritz is playing the role of facilitator tonight so far.
There's a shot, scores!
Wow. It's another laser beam, my friend.
Blink and you'll miss it. It's now 4-1 Chiefs.
And this is just Lyle Thompson making lemonade out of a giant lemon. But do you see that stutter step? That's all footwork. That's all in the gym. That's his training. Like, I know he's got that instinct, but he takes that that first step, and he's going to juke right by you. And that first step was almost like a jab step to separate himself to get that shot off.
Number 8 of the playoffs for Lyle Thompson. Chiefs have now a 4-1 lead. Lakers looking to respond. Robinson takes the long-range shot, picked up here. Chiefs will move up the floor with under 2 minutes to go. By the way, get in your questions for the second intermission. We'll answer them
absolutely
as best as we can and maybe as quickly as we can. We want to try to get through a few of them here tonight.
Yep. Make sure you're in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We've got lots of people from all over the world, all over North America.
Backhand pass. There's a wide open shot. Too high for Josh Byrne, and Lakers will move here with 1:34 to go in this first period as they try to close the gap. Saris. Now Resiteritz inside, unable to pull the trigger. There is McCulley as he's got a man on him. Hogarth. 14 on the shot clock. Quick stick shot off the side of the goal.
That's a great track by Warren Hill going side to side on that one. He had a beat on that pass to the quick stick right away.
But over 2,200 of you tuning in, and we thank you for doing so wherever you are around the world. Backhand pass. Smith inside, and Lyle Thompson taken down as he took that shot. Although I don't think he actually had everything on it.
No, that's for sure.
Now Withers. Tyson Bell pushes him to the outside. Pass over. Katoni. Muscled off the ball by Ian McKay. He's pushing and shoving as he's trying to get loose. And now Katoni will have to retreat as the Lakers will give up the ball here. But some good muscle work there from Tate Katoni.
The Lakers just trying to establish themselves physically inside.
Bomberry, spin cycle, in for Smith. Ryan Smith over for Dane. Dane Smith, backhand pass, back for Ryan. Gets to it, takes the shot off the shoulder and out of play. Chiefs will get the ball back here with a fresh 30. And there goes Warren Hill to the bench. And the timeout's going to be called here by Six Nations to try to draw up a play.
And of course, with 10 seconds left to go, you got to draw something up. You don't want to lose that timeout, of course. And this is the kind of first period Six Nations Chiefs were looking for, Mark. Mm-hmm. I can tell you for a fact that this Chiefs team was not happy having to play this game today. They wanted the rest. Mm-hmm. And again, you got to give your hat off to the Peterborough Lakers and especially Drew Hutchison, who they threw everything but the kitchen sink at him in that third period because they did not want to play this game. And just talking to some of the guys and hearing some of the chatter today, they want to finish this thing off. And this is a great first period for this Chiefs team.
It's a statement, that's for sure. A 4-1 score as they move the ball around looking for a buzzer beater. Lyle Thompson gets it over. That one missed Cody Jamieson, and he's going to get the shot away, and it's just going to go into the corner, and that'll do it. So 4-1 is the score. Ryan Smith opens the scoring. Jordan Sturos replied for Peterborough, but Josh Byrne, Shane Jackson, and Lyle Thompson getting 3 straight for the Six Nations Chiefs, who lead Game 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final 4-1. What were your takeaways from that first period, Darryl?
Honestly, just like I said about the first period that the Six Nations Chiefs wanted, they wanted to establish themselves physically. They wanted to take advantage of the opportunities they had, unlike what they did on Saturday night at the PMC. And of course, nothing. It was nothing wrong that they did. It was everything right that the Peterborough Lakers did that night. So the big message tonight was, let's get our opportunities and take advantage of them. And in this first period, they certainly did that. And they're not letting the Peterborough Lakers rest. And I think the one big thing, especially in that first period on Saturday night, Josh Byrne scored on the first shot in the opening 10, 20 seconds. I forget what it was. And it was almost as if, oh, we've scored that goal. We're in the driver's seat already. Mm-hmm. And there was almost that feeling of not necessarily relief, but you could tell that tension wasn't there the rest of the period. And the Peterborough Lakers took full advantage of that. And they had a great first period. But honestly, Peterborough really needs to just keep at it. They have to contain the Chiefs, keep them wide, and let Drew Hutchison make those saves from outside. But offensively, they just have to establish it. And my big one takeaway was Joe Reziteritz, like we were saying. Not a lot of shots taken. He's been the trigger man for this Lakers team, and he was playing more of the role of the facilitator tonight.
Well, for the Peterborough Lakers, they have to get through and perhaps get more than just the one-and-done opportunities that they have been getting. They need to penetrate that defense and force some turnovers, force some rebounds to go their way, and maybe have some sustained pressure in the offensive zone, particularly in the second period with the long change. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we'll have the second period for you. After this, stay with us. You're watching the Major Series Lacrosse Final on the Darryl Smart Media Network. Welcome back inside the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in Ohsweken. This is the Major Series Lacrosse Final, game number 5. The Six Nations Chiefs with a 4-1 lead through 20 minutes of play. Mark Perry alongside Darryl Smart. And when you look at that first period, Lyle Thompson, how about that? 1 goal, 2 helpers, 3 points. Dane Smith, not a goal, but again, picking up 3 helpers. So again, Dane Smith, he's been the leading scorer in Major Series Lacrosse in the playoffs, and he's getting it done just by apple picking here in game number 5.
Well, he's apple picking, Mark, but it's also offense by committee with this Chiefs team. And much of the postseason, there's been a reliance on Dane Smith to be the guy putting the puck in the net. But there were also
I know
games,
training camp is starting, but you said puck.
Or ball in the net, sorry. Good catch. But there were games where he would have only 2 goals, but 6 assists or 8 assists. So there is that trade-off, and tonight it looks like he's playing the role of the facilitator. And, of course, during the regular season, we talked about Ryan Smith all regular season long, Mr. Hat Trick, and it seems like he seems to be the trigger guy, as well as Lyle Thompson, who has that goal-scoring touch.
Well, Dane Smith with 5 hat tricks in his 8 games in the playoffs. And well, right here tonight, he and Lyle Thompson leading the way in terms of points, but you're absolutely right in pointing it out, Darryl. This is an offense by committee, the Six Nations Chiefs. When they're at their absolute best, they're spreading the ball around, and everybody is contributing, not only on offense, but defense as well, as we get set for the draw here for the second period of play. Glad to have you with us. Again, Six Nations looking to advance to the Mann Cup with a win tonight. Lakers looking to extend their season to a game number 6. Lakers will hold on to the ball here. By the way, game 6, if necessary, will go on Tuesday. So quick turnaround if this game goes Peterborough's way. And back to the PMC tomorrow night. Chiefs looking for some extra rest before going to New Westminster by winning here tonight.
Well, and just in talking to Dr. Ho, the Chiefs team doctor, he was saying you want to be well rested, but you also want to be not too well rested. You know what I mean? And I think a win tonight would be just what the doctor ordered because of that extra game, and as the Mann Cup approaches next week.
Dane Smith just going to wait it out and wait for his mates to get set up. Not too much in a hurry to facilitate that ball as Chiefs have the ball here. Cody Jamieson with a shot. That one's blocked. Rebound, knocked ahead. That's a great play to just knock that one into loose to open territory and allow the Chiefs to pick up the ball. Trumbull getting pressed on there by Latrell Harris. Lakers down by 3, looking to close the gap. Slashed at McCulley. Hill cutting behind the net. There's a quick shot. Stopped by Hill, and the Chiefs will move the ball up.
That was a nice little play by design, curling in behind the net and getting that shot off, trying to make Warren go north-south opposed to east-west.
Nungo looked for the pass to looking for the pass to Bomberry. Nungo has knocked over by Withers, and the Lakers move the ball. They take the shot. Stopped by Hill, and he'll just pick it up.
Warren has been sharp as attack in this series.
Tyson Bell bounce pass. Lyle Thompson with 3 points tonight. He's got the ball. Lyle moves in, takes the shot right in on Hutchison. And actually missed, so no shot clock reset. Byrne to the near side, and that's going to do it for the shot clock as Thompson hacks at Hutchison. Hope up in arms as well on the near side. The whistle is going to go, and it looks like it is going to be a Lyle Thompson penalty. A little bit too much from number 4, says the official. And it's the first power play of the game here for Peterborough.
And if the Peterborough Lakers want to get back into this one, it's on the power play where they've been very, very good.
Braden Saris. So they're going to call delay of game on Lyle Thompson. There's a shot. Whistles high, and Hill had to be careful there and protect the top of his net. Steve Priolo, number 23. Fresh off the bench is Dane Smith. Dane looking around, settles it down, got it to the near side. Ryan Smith inside. There's a shot knocked down by Shane Jackson. As he just about pulled the trigger on that one, wasn't able to get the full motion of the shot away.
Streaking Shane Jackson. He's been fantastic on that off wing.
The Lakers with it. Saris up top. Thompson in for Katoni, saved by Hill, and he's just going to pick it up.
The Lakers really try to get into that cubby corner on Warren Hill, but Warren's there sealing up that post really well.
Here's Josh Byrne. 45 seconds left on the power play. Dawson Feed will get Byrne to go into the far corner. Feed rushes through everybody making some wholesale changes, and Feed is just going to leave the ball and kill off the remainder of the shot clock. Chiefs in no hurry to put that one on net. Here with a man down. They try to kill off the time. Served by Lyle Thompson. Inside shot stopped by Hill, point blank. Now up the floor, 1-on-2. Latrell Harris is just going to settle back. Leaves it for Dane. Chiefs looking to get some energy. There's a shot stopped. Rebound almost picked up there by Byrne. It will be picked up by Smith. Now to Dane. Dane got it over. There's a shot stopped by Hutchinson. Rebound picked up there by Cody Jamieson, and he lost it. Schul bounce pass. Allen's left. Back to 5 aside. And now McCulley with it on the near side. Brad McCulley gets it back, takes the shot. That whistles wide. Rebound picked up there. Shot stopped by Hill. This time, it was Thomas Hogarth going in on him. And now Dane Smith yet again. Seems like every second shift, Dane is just coming on. Dane in, shot, stopped, rebound is going to be picked up by Dane. Still with it. He's got 3 Lakers on him. He still gets it to an open man.
Dane Smith playing with a purpose tonight, that's for sure.
He doesn't want to go back to Peterborough tomorrow night. Losing the ball, picks it back up. 15 on the shot clock here for Josh Byrne, and that one's whipped into the corner. That one's whipped wide. And Peterborough is going to take the loose ball. A lot of aggression being shown here by both sides, particularly on that last play, as everybody wants a piece of that lacrosse ball.
That's a great loose ball by Latrell.
Here's Priolo. Trying to move around Pearson. Priolo muscles his way towards the goal, but has to peel back. Ryan Smith. Smith looking, takes the shot, scores! Ryan Smith, 5-1 Chiefs.
Man, oh man. Another laser beam. That one just beats Hutchison. Just taking a look at the replay on this one. And again, some jalapeno peppers on the salsa on this shot. They heated that one up.
And that just goes to show you Ryan Smith as well. Not afraid of going right into the traffic. Goes right into it, welcomes it, has that lane just as he's about to approach 2 more Lakers out in front, and just beats the goaltender.
And it's not a comparison, but it's a lot like Dawson Thie. These are guys with real big bodies. You know what I'm saying, Mark? And they're not afraid of the contact, and they use that contact to create space for themselves.
So another goal for Ryan Smith here tonight. He's got 2 on the board. Make it 5 in the last 5 periods for number 17. Wide shot there by Tate Katoni. Loose ball. Who's going to get to it? It's in everybody's feet, and the shot clock's just going to expire. Just a good job there by the Chiefs, just recognizing that and just preventing any kind of shot toward the goal. Dane Smith. Dane rushes to the near side, cuts to the middle. Inside looking for Brendan Bomberry. He wasn't able to get clean possession. Now 5 on the shot clock. Feed taken down, can't get the shot away. And just like that, Shane Jackson got the shot, but that was about 2 seconds after the shot clock expired.
Great defense by Peterborough on that set. Really collapsing in. They're not trying not to give space to the Six Nations Chiefs. Saris
with a shot stopped by Hill. It's underneath him. As Peterborough still struggling to find that goal. There's a shot off the post. Josh Byrne hits iron on the breakaway. Oh, so close.
That was fast.
Chiefs will pick the ball back up. Latrell, and the whistle's going to go. Peterborough's going to get the ball here. Jake Withers. He's just going to go off to the bench. Some fresh legs on. This is Justin Sykes. Robinson pulled to the outside, got the shot away, but it deflected out of play. Now Latrell Harris. Up, over for Dane. Dane inside, shot stopped by Hutchinson.
It's a great save by Hutchison.
Just a good recognition there, recognizing where Dane is and just knowing that that shot is coming. Just make himself look big.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, Dane's coming down like a freight train, and that's all you can do is make yourself look big.
Near side for Katoni. Back over. Katoni again takes the shot. That one's blocked. He's got it again. 4 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to get it away. Backhand pass right in on goal. And the Chiefs will recover the ball. Again, get your questions in on the chat. We'll go through them during the second intermission. Let us know where you're tuning in from as well here on the Darryl Smart Media Network.
Speaking of big, it has to be a bit of an adaptation for these Peterborough goaltenders. Of course, they're both wearing different pants than what they were wearing in the semifinals in the regular season.
It is a little bit of an adjustment.
It is.
But they have looked good. I mean, despite the 3-1 deficit. Now here comes Tyson Bell. Bell over and unable to connect with Dawson Theed.
Especially Hutchison. He's been fantastic so far. Again, so is Nick Rose at times.
Gilray. We'll just leave it there. Got it to the far side. Near side here for Sykes. Passed it over. There's a shot by Rissetera. It's saved by Hill. 9:20 to go here in the second period. Dane Smith will turn back around. He'll leave it there for Bomberry and go off for a change. Dawson Feed moves around, got it over. Jackson looking, shooting, missed it. Now Ryan Smith got it over. It's going to be scooped up here by Jackson, and the shot clock's going to expire. Gilray to the far side for Resiteritz. And now Peterborough looking to press, down by 4. Shot scores!
That's a great response right there.
Justin Sykes.
Justin Sykes, when put into this Lakers lineup, has been very, very effective. And on this one, Mark, he just rips this from outside. We'll look at the replay here. But Justin Sykes right over the top, and he fires that one and beats Warren Hill. And again, uses the defender and the pick as a screen, gives Warren that little bit of space where he couldn't really get the read on the shot, but a great shot and a goal by Sykes.
5th goal of the postseason for Justin Sykes, and it's a 5-2 game here with 8:30 to go. Face-off between these two combatants, Edwards and Withers. It's going to be won here by the Peterborough Lakers. Face-offs have been key in this series as well.
Yes, indeed.
Sykes near side. Got it to the far side now. Terrence to Katoni inside, and unable to pull the trigger there was Thomas Hogarth. Now up the floor come the Chiefs. Noongo holding on to it. Leaves it for Dane Smith. The great Dane outlets it over. Jackson, shot stopped, rebound, loose ball. First to it is Colton Armstrong. Far side, Hogarth. Lakers pitching it around the far side, looking for a lane. There's a shot stopped by Hill yet again. As it looks like more and more, Peterborough is taking those long-range opportunities. They're not really looking for much on the inside anymore.
No.
Here's Dane Smith with a shot. That one's sent away.
And I think that's a credit to the Six Nations defense, not allowing them to get inside like that.
Ryan Smith. And the whistle's going to go. Both officials with their hands up. And it looks like it was a skirmish in between, I think it was Dawson Theed and Jake Withers.
Let's see if we.
I think it might be.
Oh, there it is, right there. We just missed it. Yep, just a little bit of a skirmish between the two.
And it's only Theed that's going to get called on this. So another power play upcoming here for Peterborough.
It was almost that retaliatory penalty, as Dawson Theed had the last word in that little exchange. But when you have the last word on the exchange, odds are you're going to get the penalty on that. As both goalies take a break here. Just want to thank again everybody for tuning in all season long. Might as well, we have the break. And as we see Warren and Drew look at each other, smile to each other, and of course, these guys are NL teammates.
That's right.
They're a goaltending tandem all winter long. And a great goaltenders duel between these two guys. But just want to thank the crowd or the audience for watching here on our YouTube channel, and keep on chiming in. Love the chat.
Yep, share the link, and maybe we can get us up to 3,000 concurrent views.
That'd be sweet.
Loose ball is going to cross center and move all the way down the floor. Here's a chance. Chiefs with it, and they're going to take the shot. Whistle's going to go as Steve Priola went in on goal. Steve Priola didn't like it. And you can hear the screaming. I think that was from the Peterborough bench. They didn't like that the shot was taken after the whistle like that. Now Dane Smith near side. Dane Smith inside. Shot scores! It finds a lane. It went through everybody. And you can see the pointing. Ryan Smith says, hey, buddy, that's yours. 6-2 Chiefs.
Well, Mark, when you're hot, you're hot. And the Smiths are at it again here. As we look at the replay, doesn't matter when you've got the hot stick and things are going well for you. This is just an indication of that right there. And you know what? That's a lucky bounce. Nothing Hutchison could do on that one.
So it'll go down as a shorthanded marker for Dane Smith, as the great Dane picks up number 25 of the postseason. So Chiefs 6, Lakers 2 here in game number 5. Chiefs looking to punch their ticket. Lakers looking to extend it to a game 6 tomorrow night.
This is a very focused Chiefs lineup tonight.
That's kicked aside by Hill. Resetaris picks up the ball. Saris. Robinson. Near side for Katoni. Back to Robinson. They're moving the ball around very quickly. Inside. In behind the goal now. Katoni loses the ball. And the Chiefs move up the floor. Latrell Harris. He's got Priolo. And Priolo's just going to settle it down. Looks at that shot clock and just says, I'm just going to carry it this way.
We've got viewers from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Shout out to you. Tennessee, Connecticut.
Shout out to Hattie B's in Nashville. My goodness. Best chicken sandwich I've ever had. As the shot clock's going to expire.
Speaking of Connecticut, one of our viewers was actually down with his son watching the Minto Cup, and we were boarding the bus on Saturday, and he, as they say by Warren, but boarding the bus, he was getting the young lacrosse player from Connecticut was getting autographs of a lot of the Chiefs players, and we were talking about the broadcast, so thank you for your continued support.
Lakers moving the ball back around. Theed is out of the box. In behind the goal, Saris over, shot stopped by Hill. Outlet pass all the way down the floor, right to Jamieson. Shot stopped by Hutchinson. As they tried for that Hail Mary play, coming right out of the bench was Cody Jamieson, and he goes right back in as they look for that quick strike yet again. You can just see him there with the door open, just hanging and waiting. They're looking for that quick strike. Katoni over here for Hogarth. Hogarth shot, that one missed. And the shot clock's going to expire, and the Chiefs will pick up the ball. Priolo. Near side, got it over. Now Cody Jamieson. Dane moves away from Gilray. Good pick there from Priolo. Dane inside.
Man.
What a shot! Scores! Put that one on the highlight reel. The great Dane gallops his way in. 7-2 Chiefs. What a play from Dane Smith.
Wow. And as our good buddy Jumbo Elliott says, clip this one. As Dane Smith, we talked a lot about the jab step of Lyle Thompson creating space. That was a jab step and a roundhouse right from Dane Smith. Talking boxing as Dane Smith jab steps, creates room for himself, and he's all alone on that one.
Well, we're going to get a goaltending change. Hutchinson's going to come out in favor of Nick Rose.
And honestly, this is what the Chiefs wanted to do, because Hutchison seemed to be the guy that had the Chiefs snake bit. But if they could get to Hutchison, they could get to Nick Rose, or at least hope to get to Nick Rose. And of course, similar situation is in Six Nations, where you have a 1A, 1B. These are two world-class goaltenders for the Peterborough Lakers as well. But goaltending change nonetheless.
Second time we've seen a goaltending change here in this series here at the ILA. Saw it again in game one where Rose was pulled in the second period. And it's the same way here in game number 5, just the other way around.
He can't fault Hutchison on any of these.
2-7 goals, scored by number 92, Dane Smith.
Ryan Smith looking, shooting, scores! Stick side, Ryan Smith has a hat trick, 8-2 Chiefs.
Mr. Hat Trick with a hat trick in the postseason in the MSL final as Ryan Smith laser beams this one. And that's a tough way to get into a game as we look at the replay. Nick Rose fresh off the bench. And that's a tough shot to have as your opening shot coming in cold like that. As Ryan Smith, who's been lighting it up all season long, all summer long, makes it 8-2 Six Nations with 3:16 to go here in the second period.
Chiefs looking to stamp that passport to New Westminster. And they are making it. They are making a statement here in game number 5.
I think that's the perfect word for it. They're trying to make a statement here and saying, hey, we're here. We're back.
Chiefs 8 goals, scored by number 15.
So it's a 6-goal advantage. The Lakers, with their season on the line, have some work to do. There's a shot. Warren Hill with the save. Quickly up the floor. Warren Hill has been outstanding here tonight. He's only allowed 2.
It's been a familiar refrain, too, and he's seen his fair share of rubber.
Look, as good as Dane Smith has been as he takes another shot, as good as he's been, not only with the points, but everything that he does, Warren Hill definitely deserves some recognition. There's a shot stopped by Hill for plays like that. Up the floor, Tyson Bell stopped by Rose.
It's a great save by Rose.
Well, if you're thinking about MSL MVP here in the playoffs, Dane Smith is going to get some looks, but Warren Hill has to get a few looks.
Warren, yeah, absolutely. And last year, the playoff MVP was Warren and Dougie.
Another shot, another save by Hill. He'll hold on.
And of course, if there is a championship tonight or any night in this series, there will be a playoff MVP awarded.
So on our online, they're giving the last goal to Kaysen Tarbell, but that was definitely Ryan Smith. So if you're following along the scoreboard there, it is Ryan Smith, not Kaysen Tarbell, who got the goal. All due respect to Kaysen, who probably would like a goal.
What? There's a mistake on the game sheet? In the early going?
It happens.
Hey, at least they fired up the lineup for you a little bit earlier than usual.
I still have the rundown.
I know, we got you on camera.
Figured you might.
Ben made sure we got you on camera.
Loose ball, that one goes into the corner. 1:10 to go here in the second period. Loose ball as Robinson causing a little bit of a fracas in behind the Chiefs' goal. But Six Nations will pick up the ball here.
And a shout out to Jonesy watching from Thailand on a Tuesday morning.
It's quite a ways away from here.
All over the world, my friend.
Loose ball inside, shot there by Ryan Smith, stopped by Rose. They tried that quick strike ability. And now Jamison in for Dane, back to Jamison, in shot, and the whistle's gonna go. And it's a play in behind everybody between Jake Withers and Latrell Harris. And official Grenier is gonna go to the penalty box, and I think they're pointing out a Six Nations penalty.
Man, look at this on the replay. Tick, 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 tack, toe, tick, tack, toe. I don't know how many passes on that one. That was insane.
Well, 34.2 seconds to go in the second period. Again, get your questions in on the chat for our second intermission Q&A. And it is indeed going to be a power play here. And I think they might be calling too many men.
Yep.
No wonder they had such a clear opportunity. One too many on the floor for the Six Nations Chiefs, and it's a power play here for Peterborough as they just drew up a play. 4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock as that one's going to go in. Scoring here for Peterborough to make it 8-3.
And again, that was just throwing some heat on that shot. That was a fantastic shot. Put everything into it on that one. That one just blew by Warren. As we're at 8-3, but again, another power play goal by the Peterborough Lakers, and they have been very, very effective on that power play.
Well, they need it. Now the differential is just 5. Once again, the whistle's going to go immediately after someone takes possession, and the timeout's going to be called as a buzzer beater opportunity looms here.
And I think that's been one of the keys for the Chiefs is to stay out of the box, Mark, because as we see here, the Peterborough Lakers also have a ton of firepower, and especially on the power play with that extra man, it's an absolute advantage for them, and they've been great throughout this MSL final on the power play.
Well, again, we talked about it. They broke through quite a bit on the man advantage in game number 4. A couple of key goals on a 5-on-3 situation at the PMC. But this third period is going to be very, very crucial for them. Again, they were held off the board in the third period of game 4, but still ended up coming out with the victory, did Peterborough.
Yep.
Here, your season's on the line.
Yeah, there's got to be a lot of desperation in this next 20 minutes and 19.7 seconds. That's for sure. And that's one thing. I think in game number 3, the Peterborough Lakers in that third period here at the ILA, they didn't show that desperation. And they really just needed to push the issue. But as we head towards this last period of play, in game number 5, the Peterborough Lakers have to push the issue. They have to play desperate lacrosse.
Yeah, have to play desperate. 10 seconds left in the period as they just wait for a buzzer beater. Shot by Sykes. That one's blocked.
That's off Marinier.
Off in. That one's just going to miss by Tyson Bell as he was looking for the open net. And that'll do it for the second period of play. The Six Nations Chiefs 8, the Peterborough Lakers 3 here in game number 5 of the Major Series Lacrosse Final. As again, the Six Nations Chiefs 20 minutes away from advancing potentially to their third straight Man Cup. And Darryl, you said it just a moment ago, Peterborough's got to play with desperation in that third period to keep their season alive.
Absolutely, and there's no analyzing it to death or anything. It's you have to, your season's on the line. You got to play like you did on Saturday. You have to bring it, and you have to bring everything you have if you want to extend this to Tuesday night back at the PMC.
It's interesting to note, too, Holden Catoni is a big part of this lineup. Obviously, healthy scratch for the second game in a row. And you understand why when you look at it. 31 points in the series against BLC that went 7. Just 4 points in the first 3 games of this series. Really just snake-bitten against the Chiefs. So really, you just try to shake up the lineup, does Mike Hasten, and all of a sudden, Peterborough ends up coming out with the victory in game number 4. You mix up the recipe a little bit here in game number 5, inserting Jordan Sturos, but altogether, who's got to be who's the game breaker here tonight for Peterborough? Who's going to be the one that has to lead the pack and stir the drink here for the Lakers if they have a chance to come back in this game?
And offensively, it all starts with Joe Reziteritz, Mark. As simple as that. Joe Reziteritz has been their guy all season long, and he's been the guy throughout the playoffs. He's got to be the guy. Take Catoni as well. You know what I mean? You've got some youngsters like Sykes, who's been fantastic. Saris, we've called his name a couple of times, but he's been good for at least 1 or 2 goals for the Lakers. And for the Lakers to get into this one, Saris needs to get going as well.
Well, let's get to some questions, shall we?
Not a lot on it. There's a lot of banter about where everybody's from in the chat, but other than that, we have one question about Kufla. Of course, there it is. Who do you think will win Kufla this year? And Kufla, of course, for some that don't know, that's the University Field Lacrosse Association, the Canadian University. You know what? I'm going to go with my alma mater, Brock University. They're always in the mix. Brock's always in the mix. Trent's always good for in there as well. But you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't know who's on their roster, but you know what? I'm going to go with my alma mater of Brock University.
I will admit that I don't follow Canadian University lacrosse all that much, all that closely compared to what I do here with the MSL, the Ontario Hockey League. Obviously following OUA football quite a bit as well.
You were at the game. You were covering the first game of the season?
Yep, that was Laurier defeating Guelph in a great game. Vanier Cup finalists, Laurier, Yates Cup champions, ends up defeating Guelph, who had a massive third quarter. But again, that's football. And of course, the week 1 U Sports top 10 did come out for that as well. I'm just waiting for the U Sports top 10 to come out for lacrosse. I don't think it's out as of yet, but we'll get a good measure of what the experts, quote unquote, think of who is in the hunt for a championship in lacrosse here in Canadian universities.
And again, we might as well, while we're here, a big shout out to the Ganawage Hunters for capturing the Founders Cup yesterday out west. And of course, a couple local boys on that team, Dealin and Leighton. And of course, Leighton, a former ball boy of the Chiefs and the son of Dave Sowden, the team's trainer, and of course, trainer with the Halifax Thunderbirds. And of course, when MSL's not going on, you got the President's Cup over in Whitby, over at the Iroquois Park Sports Center. And day 2 of that action is today. Of course, you can catch those games on JVI Sports. My good buddy Gary Morrison doing a phenomenal job as always. He's the czar of streaming lacrosse, and he's doing those games. And of course,
Hoopla getting started up very soon as well. I mean, we saw that Guelph, I believe, starts northern road trip actually, as they will be at Laurentian in Sudbury and Nipissing in North Bay, coming up on I believe the 6th and the 7th. So it's coming quick. It's coming very quick.
Let's see, any other questions here? Not much, just a lot of good banter, which is always fun. But yeah, if you have any questions, someone's talking about the chicken fingers here. Yes, chicken fingers.
I think it's the individual about 5 feet away from me.
I know it is. Anna's watching the game on YouTube and doing it. But yeah, you know what? Chicken wrap. I'm going to go with the Bow Hunter chicken wrap any day of the week. But that maybe next year they could sponsor us.
Starting goaltenders, sponsored by these chicken wraps.
Exactly.
I think they've earned enough clout just with the amount it's been mentioned over the last few seasons by you.
Heck yeah. But no, I just wanted to, and since we don't have any questions, again, a really fun conversation on Saturday before we were boarding the bus with our friends in Connecticut who tune into the games. So it's great to meet some of the faces that tune in on a weekly basis here. He and his son were at the Minnow this second year in a row. They were out west for the Minto. They came to Whitby to watch some games, then wanted to make the pilgrimage to the ILA. There were no games, but they came at the right time at the ILA. They were at ILA Sports, saw Chris Vale, and said, hey, Vale made sure he was like, you know what, stay for another half hour or so because the Chiefs are actually going to be boarding the bus to get on to. But it was a great conversation.
Got a couple of them asking about our thoughts on the new NLL team moving over from Albany into Oshawa. Tribute Community Center, excellent place to have lacrosse. Very good location.
Oh, man.
Oshawa, fan base, Durham region.
Well, if you
ask
get
their money's worth.
Hey, when they talk about center of the universe for lacrosse in Canada or in Ontario, there's always that topic. Obviously, Six Nations is in the conversation. You've got, obviously, Coquitlam now with the success they've had at the Junior A level with winning the Minto Cup, finalists in the Founders Cup, and, of course, they were finalists in the WLA this season. But another one of those hotbeds or centers of the universe in lacrosse, that Durham region, of course, because the Iroquois Park Sports Complex, they host the OLA Festival, the world's largest youth tournament, and they also host the OLA Field. So yeah, it is a hotbed. I'm excited for the people of Oshawa, Durham. That was a great location for that team.
Yeah, I will just mention that for anybody that works media and wants to go to that Oshawa arena, just beware the catwalk. That's all I'm going to say. The catwalk is treacherous. It's safe, Mind you, it's very safe, but it is treacherous. Don't look down.
Got a question from Gabriel. Will Stotts be back for the new Westman Cup Series? Randy Stotts, I saw him sitting over in the crowd with his wife and a couple other people. Yeah, they're just resting him. Honestly, it's the depth of the Six Nations Chiefs, and they're trying to get this group ready for a Man Cup. So yeah, he'll be ready to go. I like bring the Turbos back to Detroit. I've been saying that out all season long. Let's see here. We did have another question.
Oh, you have to scroll up a little bit.
Oh,
partner.
yeah, there we go. Will the Man Cup be televised? Absolutely. Our good friends at the WLA have WLA TV. It's a different type of platform than we have here in Ontario. It will be a pay-per-view option, as they do all season long out west on WLA TV. And you go to the WLA website, and they will have packages for people watching, whether it be single game or the entire series. So go to the WLA website, and you'll be able to order your pay-per-view.
Question for you.
Yeah.
How is Oasis?
Oh, man. I'm still in awe of being there. Not going to lie. I've been to a lot of concerts. The last one before this was Metallica, the big Metallica sets at Rogers Center. But, man, being an Oasis fan for a long, long time and never thinking I was ever going to see that band together, Liam and Noel together. I've seen Noel and the Flying Monkeys, and that was as close as I thought. But, man, last night was pretty cool. I think Rogers Stadium was it was a cool venue, and, of course...
I think better question is, how long did it take you to get out?
Not very.
Okay,
honestly, there's a lot of... like, if you take your time... I almost want to make a TikTok about this. If you're patient and you take your time, you're in and out in no time. Like, honestly, we were up in section 109 in one of those grandstands. We were the second last row from the top.
Okay.
And we just let everybody go. And then we walked down to the merch. Merch line was long, but very well organized and very well run. And it ran really quickly. By the time we got to the merch, we got to the Go and the TTC station. There was a lot of people there, but you just got to play it smart. You go in. We got on from the time we got out of Rogers Stadium to the truck, which we parked at Pioneer Village out by York University, 25 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
And then we drove to Guelph because our youngest daughter was at my sister's house. And yeah, we were an hour and a half. We were out. But it took probably an hour. We stayed an hour, just hung out, soaked it in because, man, it was awesome. That's all I got to say, man.
I believe it. 8-3 the score. The Six Nations Chiefs have been awesome themselves. Shots on goal through 40 minutes of play, 42-27 in favor of Six Nations. They led it 23-10 through the first, but a closer second period. So we're getting away a big scrum draw between Withers and Edwards, trying to get that ball loose. Again, desperation will be on the minds here of Peterborough as they look to keep their season going. Martin, inside, outside shot. That one is stopped. And it's going to be Six Nations ball as it was last touched by Rose.
There's been a couple great battles between Edwards and Withers during this series.
Near side. Inside. Shot scores. 5-hole for Ian McKay. 9-3 Six Nations.
Well, if you're a Peterborough Lakers fan and you wanted to get that momentum, Ian McKay just took that momentum and silenced it with this outside shot as the Six Nations Chiefs now lead 9-3 in the early going of this first period. Or the third period, sorry.
Ian McKay with his first of the game. And fifth goal of the playoffs. So it's now a 6-goal differential. The Chiefs
And if you're the Six Nations Chiefs, you want to keep that separation. You don't want the Peterborough Lakers to come creeping back because we all know too well, 6 goals is nothing for this team.
Peterborough breaking, or rather Six Nations breaking that small run there by Peterborough, just by 1 in fact. Six Nations in fact has scored 4 of the last 5. They try to kill off some momentum. Left back for Jackson. Now here's Dane. Dane Smith, far side. Dane Smith takes the shot. That one's blocked, and it'll go out of play. More pushing and shoving. Bomberry in the middle of it. And now Latrell Harris getting in between them. Dane, near side for Shane Jackson. Hand is up, penalty coming here against Peterborough. And now Cody Jamieson with it. Now Six Nations just moves the ball around. They have 6 on the floor. Here's Josh Byrne with a shot, stopped by Rose, and the penalty is going to be called. Probably on that skirmish in front of Rose. And we'll see what the call is. Slashing.
And of course, that's all a result of the Six Nations Chiefs pressure up front. And it seems to almost be frustrating this Lakers defense.
Well, special teams has been a key in this series, and yet again, another man down. Six Nations looking to frustrate and aggravate the Lakers.
Well, both teams have been so deadly with the man advantage.
Pass over, and Dane was unable to get control of it. Rose will move the ball up as Bomberry gets tied up with his man, Robert Hope. Armstrong near side. Pace has the ball near center. He'll just go off for a change. Braden Saris. He's just going to wait. 5 on the shot clock. Resiteritz inside looking for Gilray, and he lost his footing. Or rather, that was Katoni. And now the Chiefs move up the floor. 1:05 left in the penalty. Losing there was Dane. Couple of players in there. Smith will pick it up. Gets it for Feed. Feed looking, twisting in, and he's just going to leave it back here for Jackson. Pass back over, stopped by Rose. And now here come the Lakers.
Here's an interesting stat, though, Mark. In the 10 years that I've been with the Chiefs, I think it was 2014 I joined, I have never witnessed a Chiefs team winning the MSL title at home. It has always been on the road in Peterborough.
Yeah. I mean, this is my 4th season.
And I can't tell you.
Last 2 times they've won that championship in Peterborough.
I can't tell you the last time because I think it might have been the year before. No, I don't even think it was the year before I joined the team. So it's been a very long time since the Six Nations Chiefs have held the MSL trophy inside this building.
Now, are they one of those suspicious teams, kind of like winning an Eastern or Western Conference championship in the NHL?
No. They'll grab it and they'll team picture. I might go down. You might get the last 3 minutes.
All right.
I did that last year. I was flying solo. I went down. I just left the broadcast.
Here's Resiteritz for Saris. Passing inside. Quick passing around here by the Lakers. Resiteritz up top for Saris. Takes a shot. Stopped by Hill. And now you can hear the Peterborough bench not happy with that exchange in front of the Six Nations bench. Near side is Josh Byrne looking for a lane. Byrne looking, waiting, takes the shot. That one goes wide. Going after it, 1 second on the shot clock, and Cody's just going to throw it into the corner.
I think the key word for tonight has been opportunistic. The Chiefs have been very opportunistic this evening and taking advantage every single time they had an opportunity. They've taken full advantage of it.
50 seconds left in the penalty. Resiteritz over for Saris. Backhand pass, back to Resiteritz, takes the shot. That one goes wide. Too high for Robinson, and Katoni picks it up. 9 on the shot clock. Resiteritz inside shot. That one hit the iron. Wow. Actually, it was saved by Hill, and it's going to go all the way back, and Peterborough is going to get possession continuously here as they get another opportunity with an extra man.
That was all Warren on the shoulder.
Backhand over. Resiteritz, or rather, that was Hogarth. Resiteritz now with it. Back to Hogarth. Hogarth looking for the 5-hole, and Hill closes the door. 9-3 is the score, and back onto the floor comes Brendan Bomberry. 14:20 to go here in the third of game number 5 of the MSL final. Near side for Theed. Theed looking for some space. Cutting through, takes the shot. That one missed. In behind the goal. Theed will pick it up. And he muscles his man down, and now some pushing and shoving. Here we go. And now everybody running in, and everybody picking up a partner. Here we go. This is the MSL final. And here is where tensions are boiling over here at the ILA. Nungo gets knocked down as everybody is in that corner, pushing and shoving, and the fists are flying.
This is
This is the Six Nations Peterborough rivalry, ladies and gentlemen. It has boiled over here in game number 5.
It's boiled over, but this thing was percolating in game number 4 in Peterborough at the end of the game. And it was Nungo Thompson, and actually it was Dawson Theed who was in the mix at the end of the game. He was trying to take on a couple of guys after to send the message, and this is just that boiling over. And Dawson Theed's had a bit of a bullseye on his back the last couple of games because of his physicality and just the way he plays the game.
Well, and this all starts with a great play by Theed. He's just trying to recover the ball in the corner. There's 3 different Lakers around him. He's trying to just protect the ball and try to take possession.
Yeah.
Gets the ball. It's knocked loose. Some pushing and shoving later. It's 3-on-1, and then everybody joins the fracas.
Well, yeah.
And there you go.
Well, and again, it's just it was a matter of time before the tempers boiled over with these two teams. And it's been a physical series so far, but very controlled physicality. But
we haven't seen it get to that level.
No, and like I said, the end of game 4, there were some frustrations. The Chiefs were not happy that they had to play this game, and they wanted to send a message. And Dawson Theed, it was funny talking to one of the ushers, where from my vantage point when I was holding the camera, and they were impressed by Dawson Theed and how big he is and how fast he is. And he wanted to know how tough he was. And at the end of the game, they're like, whoa, you see the size of the hands on the guy.
Yeah. Well, 14:01 left here in the third period. Chiefs lead 9-3. Mark Pare, Darryl Smart here with you at the ILA. And oh boy, he had a bit of a royal rumble there in the corner as the officials just try to sort everything out. Nungo has gone to the locker room.
Yeah.
I didn't look over at the Peterborough bench to see if anybody went in the door there, but there is one Chief in the penalty box, nobody in the box for Peterborough at this juncture. As again, just trying to sort everything out here. And, you know, so far it almost looks like it's going to turn into a Peterborough power play here just based on who's in the box and who isn't. But again, we'll see.
It almost kind of looked like Nungo was coming to the aid of Dawson Theed. Mm-hmm. And, of course, the third man in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I would imagine that he'll get the game misconduct and leave the game. There were fists flying, so there's probably going to be a couple of fightings either side. So, again, as everybody sorts everything out. Thanks once again here for joining us on the Darryl Smart Media Network. Special shout out to those tuning in on your TV in Peterborough and the Lindsay area.
Yep.
And again, if there is a Game 6, it will go tomorrow night at 8 o'clock from the PMC. And if Peterborough comes back into this one and wins, you might want to get your ticket.
Oh my gosh, that place will be a rockin', and it looks like Dawson Theed is heading to the...
Yeah, I think so. He's getting the exit.
And Hogarth is giving it to him all the way. Like, Hogarth
Yeah, he does not agree at all, and Hogarth
is ushering him out.
Step.
Oh my goodness.
So there are 2 minors on the board for Six Nations right now.
Yeah.
So it's
obviously
like
Theed and
yeah, so it looks
Noongo.
like it's going to be a 5-on-3 here for Peterborough for the full 2 minutes.
Which?
Well, 2 or less, depending on the goals that are scored.
I know it wasn't a bench clear or a line brawl or anything. That was a pretty big fracas.
Yeah.
For 2 minor penalties.
So all in all, there are 3 players. Yep. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 5-on-3 here for the Peterborough Lakers as they try to climb back into this one. A huge opportunity here for Peterborough. Saris playing pitch and catch with Robinson. Robinson to Saris as the fans get on the officials. There's a shot stopped by Hill and out of play.
And Warren has been the best penalty killer on this Chiefs team. There's been some great ragdoll efforts from some of these players, but Warren Hill has been the best penalty killer.
Inside, Hogarth took the shot, but couldn't get all of it on it. Robinson for Resiteris with a shot. That one goes wide of the goal, protected here. Peterborough with it again. Robinson takes the shot. Good block there. Inside, Hogarth stopped by Hill. Rebound. Again, Peterborough with a shot. Another shot, and it is underneath Warren Hill. King of the Hill stands tall again.
This crowd is giving Warren Hill a giant hand, my friend. Warren, like I said, Warren, yeoman's work. I know he and Dougie share, and they've both carried the load, but boy, oh boy, Warren's been spectacular in his appearances.
Josh Byrne trying to make his way through traffic. He's 1-on-3 in the far corner, and he'll just throw it in to the open corner and try to go after it. But the shot clock's going to expire, and Peterborough is going to move the ball up. Resiteris into the corner. He gets it right back. Robinson. Katoni back to Robinson. In for Resiteris. Hogarth back over. Still 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. Resiteris trying to find Katoni with the quick stick. Now Resiteris scores! Joe Resiteris finds a hole with 18 seconds left in the 5-on-3, and it's 9-4.
We were talking about players who need to step up in this game number 5 for the Peterborough Lakers to get things going, and it was Joe Resiteris was at the top of my list, and Joe Resiteris right on cue here with the ripper. Wow.
Good ball movement there by Peterborough. As again, they are still on the power play for another 18 seconds.
9-4 lead, 12-19 to go here.
And look for a long scrum draw here if Tim Edwards has anything to say about it. Now they're having a word with the timekeepers as, again, that 118 second on the clock was still on there, so they just remove it. And what a job here by Tim Edwards. He's just trying to protect that ball to try to kill off some time.
He's just trying to tie it up and trying to get a loose ball somehow.
Saris back for Resiteris. Peterborough shot, scores on the near side. That looks like it was Robinson.
Don't blink, folks.
9-5 is the score as Peterborough gets a couple of quick ones.
A couple quick ones, couple quick on the power play here. This is exactly why you can't be in the penalty box against this Peterborough Lakers team. That was just tic-tac-toe and bam, and then 2 quick goals, and we're at 9-5.
So Peterborough is able to strike twice on special teams after that huge fracas.
Coach Marinier here, and
Yeah, Trumbull and Marinier
2 big dudes.
right on the line. Draw is going to be controlled here by Withers. Holds on to it.
Of course, Withers, one of the best face-off
He was
guys in the
fantastic.
world.
He won that one very cleanly and was able to pick up the ball.
One of the best
Hogarth.
in the world.
Hogarth near side. Twisting around. Resiteras with a shot.
Wow.
That one sticked away. And now up the floor comes Tyson Bell. The crowd getting on their feet. Dane Smith. Dane back to Bell. Gets it back here. Byrne.
That was a huge save down on the other end
It
by Warren
was.
Hill. You got Peterborough scored 2 goals like that, and Warren needed to come up with a big save, and he certainly did.
Far side for Theed. Theed trying to muscle his way through. It's going to be picked up by Gilray. Rushing up the floor with 11 minutes to go. Dylan Hutchinson taking a look. He's just going to come back. And now Resiteritz with it. Now he's got it from Hogarth. Resiteritz looking for a lane. Good job there by Dane to keep him to the outside. Catoni with a shot. That one's ripped wide. It doesn't hit the net. And coming up the floor are the Chiefs. Byrne looking. Byrne cutting in. He gets pushed to the outside. He gets knocked down. Armstrong in there as well. Thistlethwaite trying to get it loose, and a couple of shoves there by Armstrong on Byrne. Byrne didn't like it. He got up and looked right at the referee. Withers can't find a lane. Gets it back to Saris. 10 to go here in the third. There's the shot. That one goes wide. Rebound picked up by Peterborough. Saris looking, shooting. Another one whistles wide. 6 on the shot clock. Saris right in on goal. Stopped, and Hill's just going to hold on. Latrell Harris down the right side, and he'll just leave it here for Justin Martin, who just exchanges it with Cody Jamieson. We haven't seen Lyle Thompson on the floor in a little bit.
No, you're right on that one.
Very interesting to note that. That one inside shot stopped by Rose. Rosie comes up big on Dane Smith. And now Trumbull getting roughed up. Trying to get that one loose is Marinier. Marinier is going to pick it up. Marinier coming in. Shot. Scores! Matt Marinier with an excellent individual performance. 10-5, Six Nations.
Oh, man. Matt Marinier, dude, is just a big body. And look at this replay. This is just muscle and athleticism. Muscles his way to the ball, and he's got to have the legs. And Marinier with a great effort. It makes this one 10-5 Chiefs. I've been impressed with him all season long, Mark. He doesn't get on the scoreboard all that much, but man, he a big body, bangs a lot, great defensively, and awesome with the loose ball. Looks like Lyle's in the stands, actually, I think.
I think so.
Sitting with Theed and
I
Nungo.
can tell you he's not on the board from that skirmish.
No. There's Nungo, Theed, and it looks like Lyle sitting with Randy Stotts in the stands over there.
So a shortened bench here for Six Nations. Inside, that one right into the goaltender. And it looks like everybody's all right. Now up the floor. Catoni. We'll just leave it here for Resiteritz. Resiteritz again, got it in. Hogarth back to Resiteritz. for Catoni. Takes the shot, armed away by Warren Hill and into the crowd. And a penalty coming here against Six Nations, as it'll be interference, I believe.
But another big save by Warren Hill, if we can get back and see the replay on that one. Just missed the replay on that.
So 5-on-4 here for Peterborough, as they are down by 5 once again with under 8 to go. Catoni. Saris with a shot, scores. He rifles it over the shoulder. It's 10-6.
And again, Peterborough Lakers on the power play. We're just going to look at the replay here, and this is what they need to do to get back into this one. If they have any hope of extending this series, they need a lot of that, and that's just a huge shot again. It's his second of the night.
So Braden Saris with his second goal of the game.
Again,
and his 16th of the playoffs.
Again, we were talking about that in the second period intermission. Who needs to step up? It was Joe Reziteritz and Braden Saris, and Saris again with his second.
They're looking for more. Shot, scores!
Don't blink, folks.
Sykes goes 5-hole on Warren Hill, and it's 10-7.
That's the Peterborough Lakers' first full-strength goal in a long, long time. But this time it was Sykes, who this is his second goal of the night as well. But a nice, and that's the advantage of winning that draw. Jake Withers with the draw, scoops it out to Sykes. And just like that, we're at 10-7, folks.
We are in for a great finish here in game number 5. Chiefs looking to hold on and punch their ticket to New West. Peterborough looking to force a game 6 tomorrow night in their own barn. Far side. Sykes with the ball. Holds on to it. Got it over. Hogarth unable to control it, and it's a loose ball that's going to roll into the crease.
You just can't count this Peterborough Lakers team out. Resiliency has been a strong character of this team in white and blue and red.
This is Dane Smith holding on to it. Again, if the Chiefs win, we will stay with you here throughout the trophy presentations and all of the grandeur that comes along with it. Hope takes a stick there from Dane Smith. Peterborough wants to keep that trophy in the case for yet another night. I think it comes in a case.
Nah. No, I don't think so.
Hogarth dancing around. It's a loose ball picked up here. Skids rushing up the floor. Justin Martin looking, shooting, and what a defensive play on the back check by Justin Sykes. Justin Sykes may have prevented a goal there. Armstrong near side.
This young core of the Peterborough Lakers really come to play here.
Robinson to Saris. Saris with a high shot. That one goes away from the net. Inside, Armstrong can't pull the trigger. Under 6 minutes to go here in game 5. That one's deflected. Armstrong takes a stick, but he still holds on. Got it to Pace.
Love the no quit in this Lakers team.
They are giving it all here. This is that desperation we were talking about. They are playing their hearts out here with their season on the line. Reziteritz takes a look, cuts in front, takes a shot, stopped by Hill.
You knew the Lakers were going to come and punch back here, and they certainly have, but Warren Hill's been up to task on it.
Final 5 minutes to go. Ryan Smith for Dane Smith. As again, it looks like they're just going with 3 different lines, are the Chiefs.
Yep.
That one inside, knocked down was Smith. And it's a loose ball in the corner. Robert Hope's going to get to it. Looks like they're playing with about 14 guys on the bench now, are the Chiefs.
Yep.
14 altogether, I should say, including the 5 on the floor. There's a shot. That one's rifled wide. Mentioned that Nungo Thompson out of the game after that skirmish earlier on in the period. Lyle Thompson also sitting in the stands as well. Saris twisting around. Up top, shot by Robinson, stopped. Rebound control here by the Chiefs. Latrell Harris, 3-on-2. Got it over, inside, losing it. But getting it back there was Ryan Smith, and it'll be picked up. Cody Jamieson will just get it to the open man. Edwards just moving, twisting around, and he loses it. Gilray with pace. Gilray twists into the corner. 3:35 to go. They'd like to get a quick one here. Rose to the bench. Long range shot, stopped. Rebound, it's a loose ball, and Skibbs is going to pick it up. Rose back into the net. Here comes Martin, 1-on-3, and he's just going to leave it back. The Chiefs just killing off some time, twisting around, shot, scores! Josh Byrne, 11-7 Chiefs. Is that the dagger?
You wanted it, just like you said, if you want the dagger, that was it, I think, my friend. The Peterborough Lakers did a great job. They have thrown everything in the kitchen sink at Warren Hill in this last little bit. But the Six Nations Chiefs, just as resilient, absorbing those punches and counter-punching with an empty netter here.
It has been an entertaining third period. A close battle here in game number 5. Could you expect anything less from this Peterborough Lakers team trying to come back into this one? They get a couple on the power play.
Scored by number 22, Josh Byrne.
And it is the Chiefs with a 4-goal lead. 2:48 to go. There's a shot stopped by Warren Hill. And now up the floor, Tyson Bell, open net, money. An even dozen on the board for Six Nations. And it looks like they're 2:37 away from their third straight Mann Cup appearance. Salmon bellies, you better get ready. The Chiefs are coming. As Tyson Bell will get goal number 3 of the playoffs. Well, Peterborough made it close. Came to within 3 goals. Had an opportunity. They capitalized on it on the power play, and now there's a discussion at the Peterborough bench. Not too sure what it's about, but it's like they're trying to sort something out here. Well, again, Darryl Smart has gone downstairs, so it's myself, Mark Perry, in the booth here with you solo as he gets ready for a potential trophy presentation. Again, it's a 5-goal game here with 2:37 to go. But we have seen crazier things happen in the game of lacrosse. So we will keep you as entertained as we can through this final 2:37. What an entertaining game number 5. The 2025 Mann Cup. You can get your tickets now, in fact, on the WLA Lacrosse website. They do have their link up where you can buy tickets. If you are a Chiefs fan, book your ticket, book your hotel stay. Game number 1 against New Westminster will be on Friday, September 5th. So that will be next Friday. Not the Friday coming up, but the following Friday. As the Six Nations Chiefs look to be on their way to yet another Mann Cup appearance. And that discussion at the bench, as that shot is blocked, was because of a 5-minute major called as it's going to be a penalty against Drew Hutchinson for throwing the stick towards Tyson Bell as he tried to block that shot. So it's a 5-minute major. Johnny Pearson is serving it. But with the net empty, it's basically a 5-on-5 now, as Six Nations technically are on the power play for the remainder of this one. Skids with a backhand pass. And near side is Ian McKay. He'll just get it over for Dane Smith. We will see how these Chiefs match up against the new Westminster Salmon Bellies. Again, game number 1 in New West is on Friday, September 5th. There's a shot on goal. It's going to be stopped by Hutchinson, who's back in the net. And New West, it's a tough test for this Six Nations team coming up. And who knows what other tricks that organization might have up their sleeve in terms of who they might pick up from the other WLA teams to try to strengthen their resolve and prevent a three-peat from the Six Nations Chiefs. 40 seconds to go as Tyson Bell got it over for Shane Jackson on the far side. It's going to be lobbed over here, and they're just going to kill off some time. Brendan Bomberry getting pushed into the corner with 24 seconds to go. Final possession here for the Peterborough Lakers this season, as the fans start to get to their feet here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena in Ohsweken. The chance to three-peat is still alive for the Six Nations Chiefs. For the 3rd year in a row, they are Major Series Lacrosse champions, as that one goes out of play with 2.9 to go. The Ontario champions for 2025, the Six Nations Chiefs, as they take this series in 5 games with a 12-7 win over the Peterborough Lakers. The Mann Cup awaits either the Six Nations Chiefs or the new Westminster Salmon Bellies. As the trophy presentation will await in just a moment. As again, we take a look at the final stat line for tonight's game. It is all over the board, to be honest with you, folks, as we try to sort out everything in this game, particularly that third period where the scorekeeper was rather busy, not only with goals, but the penalties, especially the one in the corner, where there were fists flying, tempers flaring. But a great tradition at the end of the series nonetheless, as there you see the two Halifax teammates getting together right at center. The handshakes, a hard-fought series. But again, we've been saying it all season long. This Six Nations Chiefs team, they're just built different in the last couple of seasons. The additions of Dane Smith, obviously Lyle Thompson coming over a couple of seasons ago, building their core together. Obviously, Josh Byrne coming in this season. The trade to acquire Dawson Feed, as well as Ryan Smith. They knew that Peterborough was bulking up to go for a run as well to try to compete. But at the end of the day, for 2025, it is Six Nations that are the champions of Senior A lacrosse here in Ontario, with one big test to go. As the handshakes continue here on the floor. Again, we thank you all for tuning in here on the Darryl Smart Media Network all season long, not just tonight. It's been a fun ride this year. A great season for the Chiefs once again. Couple of hiccups in the road, but at the end of the day, they're the ones getting ready to lift a trophy. Some autographs on the floor as well. But as we look towards the future and the new West Salmon Bellies, they have some key pieces to look at. Obviously, Will Malcolm had 30 points in the playoffs in 9 games for New West. He was part of that Victoria team last year at the Mann Cup here at the ILA. Of course, Hayden Dixon part of that lineup. Mitch Jones leading the pack with 17 goals and 51 points. Ty Kurtz from just up the road in Puss Lynch had a great run. And then you look at net, I mean, the guys that they have in net, Frank Chiliano obviously led the pack. There's talk of bringing in Christian Del Bianco possibly onto that team. Who knows? There is still something to be decided there. But again, the trophy presentation happening on the floor. We don't have it mic'd up for you, but they are introducing Lynn Withers, the commissioner. The medals to be handed out as well. And it's been a while since Six Nations has won this trophy at home. Last couple of seasons, they've been celebrating in Peterborough. There's a whole lot of people on the floor right now getting ready for all of this. As emotions are high here at the ILA. Again, Six Nations with a 12-7 win to clinch the Major Series Lacrosse title here in 2025.
Congratulations on a tremendous regular season and dominant playoff run. In your 32nd franchise season, you have the highest goal score, 191, the lowest goals against with just 105. And you have demonstrated once again, here in front of the fans of the ILA, that you are the best lacrosse team in all of Ontario.
As that stat line, just talking about the offense and the defense, getting a round of applause. Curious to see who the playoff MVP is going to be.
That the Chiefs are MSL's champions, and the third time in a row. It's my distinct pleasure to bring forward captains Lyle Thompson, Brendan Bomberry, Cody Jameson to receive your medals from Commissioner Withers.
So right now they're just allowing the captains to come up to get the medals from Lynn Withers, the commissioner. Lyle Thompson, as you can see there, not in his uniform here as he sat out the last about 7 or 8 minutes of this game. Cody Jameson is up there, as well as Brendan Bomberry. They're trying to bring Brandy Stotts there. He hasn't been in the lineup lately, but he's there getting saved up for the West Coast. So here comes the MVP. The Johnny Shooter Davis Award. I'd imagine it might either be Dane Smith or Warren Hill. Yeah.
Staggering feat in this day and age of excellent defense and goaltending. I'll say it again, 57 points in 9 playoff games.
56 points in 9 playoff games.
MVP award recipient has none other than the great Dane Smith.
Dane Smith, the Great Dane, winning Major Series Lacrosse's Most Valuable Player Award. As there you see him. Getting the honors as the cowbells are out here at the ILA. That's a big, big MVP trophy, let me tell you. Since 1887, this trophy has been handed out. So much history. And for the 3rd season in a row, it'll be the Six Nations Chiefs, captained by Cody Jamieson, Lyle Thompson, Brendan Bomberry. Brendan's got his little one on the floor there as well. As they have earned the right to go out west to compete against the new Westminster Salmon Bellies. There you see it, folks. Your Six Nations Chiefs. Our Major Series Lacrosse champions is Cody Jamieson. Is just carrying it to the bench. I think they might want to take a picture with it. We shall see. And again, if you're just joining us, the Man Cup awaits next Friday. Game number 1 on September 5th. WLA TV will have the stream as everybody gathers around to take the picture with not only the trophy, but the banner is there as well. Just to run through the schedule for the 2025 Man Cup. Again, I mentioned game 1 is Friday, September 5th. They'll go back to back. Game 2 will be on the Saturday the 6th. They'll get a day off, play game 3 on the Monday, and then game 4 is on the Tuesday. Those are the 4 games where tickets are available right now. As the Six Nations Chiefs exit the floor as champions of Major Series Lacrosse for the 3rd year in a row. That's going to just about do it here for us here on the Darryl Smart Media Network. We do thank you for joining us here at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena. Once again, the final score here tonight, the Six Nations Chiefs 12, the Peterborough Lakers 7, as Six Nations wins the Major Series Lacrosse final 4-1. My name is Mark Perry saying so long from the ILA. I will see you back here next year as the Six Nations Chiefs will be off to New Westminster in search of a 3-peat of the Man Cup. So long, everybody.